Well, gentlemen, the season of Backlash is behind us, and we're not quite to the next full PLE. We have to hop into Saturday night's main event before we get to Clash in Italy next week. Let's kick off the prediction show, gentlemen. No waiting around. Let's get right to it. Irresistible Forces are going to try to take those titles away from the reigning defending champions, Brie, Bella, and Paige, who is freshly returning. Anybody have any strong feelings about this match going one way or another? Because it seems like we had something really going with the women's tag team division, but now we're trying to find a spot for it again. Do we feel like maybe the Irresistible Forces are going to roll with it, or?
Yeah, I think it's going back to the Irresistible Forces, especially after I think WrestleMania was just that spot for the Bellas. Unfortunately, Nikki's hurt, so it is what it is. But it was a nice return for Paige. That being said, they're boring, dude. Even listening to them on the mic, they're so boring. You could tell it's weird to say, but their time was all the way back there, and it's a different time. Now you're
Yeah.
here. You have all these women that are hot on the mic, hot in the ring. All they're awesome. They're just been stale. Just hearing their mic skills now. I know it's past their time where they've they had their moment. Maybe they're a little stale, just a little need to. God, I'm not sure the word to use. Just need to get the
Rusty.
yeah, there you go, rusty. Just need to get the rust out of them, but it's okay, just okay. I think it'd be good for Irresistible Forces, especially if they want to try to bring Nikki back. If you want to have her even cause the issue, cause the little lapse of Bella or Brie and Paige losing it. I don't know. I think this is a good spot for Irresistible Forces, though.
BG, what do you see?
I see them retaining Paige and
Hmm.
Brie. I see them retaining. I Nikki Bella might get involved. It's a possibility, but nah, I got them retaining. I think they're gonna drop the title to Fatal Influence. More so than to the Irresistible Forces. So I got them retaining.
And let's not forget the point of these prediction shows, gentlemen. This is a game show. I'm ganging up on Bernard. I love you, buddy, but I don't like you right now. You know what I'm saying? I got
Oh
to go with
man.
the Irresistible Forces as well, because let's be honest, you said the key to the puzzle I've been looking at this whole time. Nikki's injury didn't seem all that serious. She obviously needed time, but I feel like this is a nice spot when everybody's looking at Saturday night's main event. Like maybe it's a card you could skip, one you could sleep on. Your main event's a mid card title. No disrespect, but let's call it what it is. Your main event's a mid card title right now.
Yeah.
So, is this a good spot for Nikki to come in and mix things up and cost her sister a title that she should have won? Should have won at WrestleMania, right? If she didn't get hurt, she didn't get that opportunity to have that return WrestleMania moment. And this is her opportunity to get back in the mix. I think that'd be the most interesting thing to do because, like you said, JC, I don't think they're getting over as these baby faces as we thought they would. But if you want to throw Nikki in there as the heel, I think that would help that situation. And then you could do Nikki versus Brie, have them have a modern day moment. In Paige, I could guess if Becky gets a title back, I could be here for Paige versus
I'd
Becky.
say yeah, that'd be good.
Let her go do her own thing at this point. So I'm going with the Irresistible Forces, and we can march right along a little bit more girl power as we keep on rolling through here. It's a little bit women heavy early on. I was lacking on my screen share abilities here, chat.
Yeah.
My fault. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss are going to team up as a trio to take on Michin, B-Fab, and Jade Cargill, the Baddie Society. Something like that. Wade Barrett has been getting a little too cheeky on the mic with these three, in my
Yeah.
opinion. For her married, I'm like, hey, man, listen. I don't think you gotta say it on TV, man. What's known doesn't need to be said, type of thing. This match is obviously a ticket seller, right? I don't think there's a more over woman in the company than Rhea Ripley right now. They're clearly WWE and the hires up and the powers that be clearly still believe in Jade Cargill to a certain degree because after Backlash, this is still going on, which I don't think any of us really thought that was the case. But that being said, maybe this could set up something new for Rhea. Not new because it's Charlotte. If you want to go new, it could be Alexa. That would be really fun. I got to go with Jade, Michin, and B-Fab to get a win here. It seems too easy for the baby faces to get a dub, and I don't necessarily see Jade as the next front runner for this title. Maybe she gets involved in a triple threat. I think Charlotte or Alexa could be the next contender for Rhea's title, and I think cracks show, if not a full betrayal here, because they have been teasing more Rhea-Charlotte beef.
Yeah, I'm like halfway with you on that one. I'm going with Jade, but I think the reason with Jade is because they still have somewhat kind of belief in her, and I think they're just going to push that to another PLE, which will be Rhea and Jade yet again. I've tried to be a fan of hers. I just can't get behind it. It's just I don't know what it is. It just feels like every aspect you look at her, she just does not seem ready. Does not seem ready in the ring. Does not seem ready on the mic. Does not seem ready even in the promos where they just put videos together of her and they're not ready. How do you fail at that? I don't know. It's just a weird spot, especially you have all this talent around you. I would love to see either it be Alexa or Charlotte, especially Charlotte, because they have been having that little tease back and forth. Um, I don't know. Maybe that'll be after Jade and Rhea 2.0, but that's gross to say. Yeah, I'm taking Jade and her gals on this one.
Yeah, I got Jade. I got Jade and her crew as well. I'm pretty sure they're gonna set this up for another Jade and Rhea Ripley match at a PLE, probably at Clash in Italy. Who knows? But um, I'm going with Jade and her crew because if she's going after the title, she's going to lose. So therefore, they're going to set her up to win to make her the stronger opponent for Rhea Ripley, and then get that set up at Clash in Italy. So I got Jade them winning.
I think. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
My bad.
No, go ahead. You're
Oh,
good.
thank you. I think what you could do with Jade is, just bump her down to mid card a little bit. You could easily have her with the U.S. title or the Intercontinental, but I just think maybe the world title is just a little too heavy for her right now. But I just put her in a mid card.
You know what? That's something you said there because when she was in AEW, didn't she have like the TBS Championship, which is like a mid card title for AEW, and she held it that long time before Mercedes broke it. So I don't think she never had hold a major championship in AEW, let alone here in the big leagues of WWE. So that does make sense.
Looks like there was a reason.
I mean, the mid card seems to, I don't know, like I get at her core what they see in Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Physically, she's got it. And
she's an action figure.
Exactly. And when she's clicking in the ring and things are going really well, she is good. But there's still those mistakes she makes and everything like that, if you don't make the mistakes often, I think we're glad to gloss over them. It's like, okay, stuff happens, you're performing live, whatever. But when it's something you make note of almost every time we see on your TV, it gets a little tough.
Yeah.
I glossed over a friend of the show, Alex, who couldn't make it tonight to do the predictions, but he sent them in anyway. He had Paige and Brie retaining in the women's tag title match. Kind of went with BG, so we're split on that one. And we had a clean sweep. That doesn't usually happen when there's 4 people. But we all agree Team Jade just because it feels like Rhea is going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And potentially with Jade still, but whatever. Moving right along. The returning Street Profits. And while we're talking about the Profits, congratulations also to Angelo Dawkins, who's going to be a dad. It wasn't just Montez Ford and Bianca. Both their wives are pregnant at the moment. So congratulations to both the Street Profits. Yeah, 100%, right? And I think Bianca posted a picture of all 4 of them. It was like, this is what happens when you give the Street Profits too much time off.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations to them. Alex has the Vision retaining these titles. Logically that makes sense, but I don't know if I agree with that. Does anybody feel differently?
I don't think it was logical on the Street Profits return to this. It was just out of the blue. So I'm gonna roll with the Street Profits here. I think they're gonna put over, and I think they're going to end up having a feud with the Usos since they need something to do right now, especially when it looks like LA Knight will walk himself out the door. But that's for the future. So the Vision is, oh, God, dude, I'm tired of the Vision. Clear as day, I'm just tired of the Vision, which is good. That's what you want. You want to hate someone. That's
Yeah.
the whole goal. You want to heal that you're going to hate. But I think this is a good spot for the Street Profits to get back on the up and up, especially defeating caliber like Division here. So I'm
Mhm.
stumbling across my words. I'm tired, ladies and gentlemen. Get off my back. But that's all I got. Go ahead, Bernard. All you.
I'm kind of iffy on this, man. I'm kind of iffy, but I'm leaning towards more of the Street Profits because what if Seth Rollins get involved? Remember, he wants to take down the Vision that
Yeah.
is, as much as everybody, well, more than anybody right now, he wants to take down the Vision. So, I say that's the only way the Street Profits will win is by Seth Rollins retaining. I mean, not Seth Rollins retaining. It's by Seth Rollins interferes and the Street Profits capitalize on that and become new tag champs. Besides, they got babies on the way, so they need that money. So
That's true.
They need that
Times
title
ain't
check.
cheap.
yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. My gut says the Street Profits. I don't know why. Maybe it's Bernard's point that Seth Rollins might get involved, much to the chagrin of Montez Ford, but I don't know, man. It feels like they've been gone for so long and they've been out of the title picture when they were around, and they're finally back. And the Vision's kind of running out of stuff to do as far as champion wise.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's plenty of story there and things like that, but I think they would just keep it interesting. Just give the Profits the title, even if you want to give the Vision the title back at some point. I don't know why we got so afraid of title changes. I get we don't want to flip flop hot potato all the time because it makes it look less prestigious. I certainly understand that to a certain degree, but title changes are something very exciting in WWE, man. And with this whole Roman Reigns thing in that 1,300-day reign, I get it. It was phenomenal, but not everything can be like that because you're going to dilute that at a certain point. Gunther, 600 days as IC champ. Fine. But like tag belts, man. We don't need these illustrious tag title runs unless it's a legitimate GOAT tag team. Like you have the New Days, you have the Usos, teams like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting to the point where I feel like the Street Profits could go for a really, really long run because
they could.
They were what they have before they went away. Maybe 4 tag team championship reigns in the first handful of years they were on the main roster, then nothing for years. So I want to see the Street Profits start taking up and making business again. So I'm going with them. So we're a little divided on that, but that's okay. That makes things a little bit more interesting. Let's cap things off on the evening, gentlemen. The Intercontinental Champion Penta del Cerro Miedo will take on All Ego Ethan Page for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't see the belt going nowhere. I think Penta's going to retain this thing, but I'll be damned if Ethan Page doesn't look real good losing. And that's something that, as a heel, you have to be okay with doing for a long time. As my buddy Teddy says, you need to be able to take an ass whooping. And I think he's going to earn his check this week. Penta's a great worker. I'm excited for this match. I know I kind of poo-pooed it, right? I was like, your main event's the mid card, but it's Penta. So we're okay with that. I think Penta in a main event spot is great. They're going to ingratiate the WWE universe to Penta in that main event spot. Work him up to a world title eventually. See if the crowd will accept him in that main event role. That's what this is all about. Ethan Page also getting a big chance to shine, but I got to stay with Penta here.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I think this is more just to showcase Ethan Page's talent to other people than just NXT. Now he's on the main roster. Get a feel for him. Get to see what he's about. Not a lot of people. I'm saying that there is a lot of people, but not everyone's tuning in to NXT, especially when you're hooked on. Even myself, I haven't really got to pay attention to NXT that much. because I guess I'm a main roster guy because I'm just spoiled like that. I guess all these
Busy guy.
years. Yeah, busy guy. Didn't have all that time, but I'm still trying to get in with NXT. That's some great talent, but look at the ones that just came up recently. My lord, Ethan Page being one of them. So yeah, this is a great spot to showcase his talent and put him in that little title because they're going to go to bat for a title. So this is a great opportunity for him. I don't see him winning. Penta's going to retain, so Penta's my final answer.
Yeah, I got Penta as well. Like I said, it's just showing, showcase of Ethan Page from NXT, what he's capable of, and what he's about to do. I mean, they did the same thing with Sol Ruca on John Cena's final match, and she, had the best. She had win her best match of her career against Bayley. So, but I got Penta in this match though.
Yeah, Alex is right along with us. Good show, gentlemen. It's a short
got one
one,
more.
but that's what happens. What I miss? Where?
Becky Lynch and Sol Ruca.
Oh, I forgot about that. This is what's wrong with this website. Look at this. This is the official preview for Saturday Night's main event, Chad. This is not technically all my fault. Should I have known that? Yeah, but Becky versus Sol Ruca. Oh, yeah, Alex even predicted that one. Wow, spicy take out of Alex. I love it. Sol Ruca getting the dub and taking the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
I got Sol Ruca as well. I got Sol Ruca. Well, it's not for the championship, but they're going one-on-one. But I got Sol Ruca as well.
Oh, it's not for the title. Okay.
All right. In that case, I was about to lean Becky, but since it's not for the title, I'm going to go Sol Ruca. I think that'll set up for a future match. For the title, obviously. But this is another spot, for, showcase Sol Ruca a little bit more, especially since when she came in, she's had a little bit of, you can tell nervousness that she's had where she's missed some cues here and there. Nothing too major, especially with camera angles now. You can fix everything, so it's fine.
The clip they posted looking,
yeah. And we'll cut that, and look, she's on the ground. Wow, awesome. But anyway, this is just to be a good thing for not just to showcase, but to really help give Sol Ruca some confidence to be like, all right, I could do this. I know I'm on the main roster. I know I came from NXT. I've been a little nervous, been a little down, but the people are behind me, and I think that's what's gonna show. So, yeah, I'm gonna have Sol Ruca in this one.
Wow.
Here you
I gotta
got
go with Bex. I gotta go with big time Bex. Listen, and I'll tell you why. And it's not because I don't think Sol Ruca won't earn an Intercontinental Championship spot. I think she will. I think we're gonna see Becky get backed into a corner, not be able to get a clean victory. There's a ref bump somewhere, and Becky gets that nice veteran win, and Sol has a legitimate gripe to pick on Monday. Like, you didn't beat me. You did underhanded tactics to do this, that, and the other. But if we have a straight up match, whatever, and then they run it back on Raw, maybe Sol gets a win, and that's how you get the title match. But
who's gonna be the ref though? You know who the ref is.
Jessica Carr. Get her in there, baby. Listen, I do think that could be what they do. Because Becky, I could also see Sol winning. It's a big moment for her. Alex has Sol getting the win as well. I like that, but I'm going to stick with Bex. I think this feud can also keep going if Becky wins in the right way. And that's kind of where I feel her character is. So I'm riding with that. Appreciate everybody that hung out and watched the video. If you know a friend that likes wrestling, send it to them as well. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure they do that too. Make sure to follow Stadium Rant and all the boys on social media. Check out StadiumRant.com for articles on your favorite teams, players, and leagues. And if you're not down with anything I just said, I got 2 words for you. Acknowledge us.